By
See
Broadway.
that you're finally wearing the glitter jacket.
Yeah, I did. I
never
did.
wore it on the show
Since it's our
before.
first show tonight.
This is our first show on Village Connection Network. I'm really excited.
Way to go. Give me 5 on that. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Heather Lee, how are you, sweetheart? We're shipping
I'm doing
shows
great.
away.
I had to call in because I just wanted you guys to pay extra shipping to get my shirt.
Thank you, Heather.
Actually, I'm going to give them to your father, and he's going to ship them to you.
Oh, in that case, I'll never get it.
Brought up a really good point, Darren.
Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. It sounds like somebody's in heat.
That's good. How are you, Music Man this week?
Really interesting question.
That's a fantastic question, Norman.
Wow. See, I got a fantastic. You just got good. I got fantastic. What kind of toy did she like? I'm kidding.
Come on, he always goes there. Were you drinking before the show? What are the cardinal rules? Two things you never do to a woman. You never say they're old, and you never say they're happy.
I'm never going to see her again.
How much
Wait a second. We both know I won't be seeing you.
You know Lauren for a long time.
Yes, I do. By the way, this is a Yankee station.
It's a Yankee station. John, it's a Yankee. Fourth extravaganza.
Hell no.
Hi, Eileen. Eileen's on.
Hi, Eileen. Eileen Karina is on.
Yeah,
hi, Eileen.
Great question. We have a lot of undulations out in the field. Undulations.
Is that a one? What the hell is undulation?
Fred, don't use big words. John's not calling you chicken.
Did you just call me a chicken?
I called you a chicken. I did call you a chicken.
You called me a chicken.
I called you a chicken. Hey, right? So this
Help.
I gotta get him a cough button, Jim. What do you think?
A cough button would be a good idea. Consider that a good question that he asked?
Great question.
There you go.
There you go. I got
Pythons and brains.
But our own John from Hazlitt provided the confetti for the ticker tape parade. Hey, sorry. This, yeah, I was just gonna say, this show's about him. It's not about you.
Hey, give me some loving.
How are you, Music Man?
Hello, Darren. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm absolutely convinced. I'm telling that you got some kind of brain damage when you had that thing last year.
I'm telling you that, and he called.
Seeing interviews by Darren and the Music Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Siafi and Norman Wasserman.
Let's do this, yeah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Monday edition of the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. And how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Mr. Dimples?
I'm good. I'm a little parched, so
You're parched?
I gotta get
look at this. Our new cups, the Business Power Hour
Business
cups
Power Hour
with Darren
cups.
and the Music Man.
They just came in on Saturday. I got
Very
a case
exciting.
of them. And,
That's
yeah,
exciting.
so I'm
We
pretty
got new
excited.
cups.
We got new cups.
New commercials. We got a great guest.
Well, yeah, tonight, guys, you got to stay tuned for this.
This is a fun night.
Norm's new commercial is going to be introduced, but we're going to do that in the second segment, right? We got a couple
And
of
I have
other
not
surprises.
seen it.
Norm has not seen it. I have not seen it, but we got a couple of surprises here. Our guest, who is like a video magician, okay, put together some stuff for us, and it's actually going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the reason why that took place is because I have been jealous of Darren's ad that he has on. It's very, very.
And if you watch the show, he gets
done.
jealous of a lot of things that I do.
Not really, but mine sucked. So I'll say it bluntly. So we had to do something about it. So I asked
Is that
Darren
because
to
I did?
please.
Is that because I did the voiceover? Yours sucked.
No, it was just too long, and it was whatever.
It was too wordy,
It's supposed
right?
to be, yeah,
It was too
It's supposed
wordy.
to be excitement and music and stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah, but
so
it was
hopefully, again, I haven't seen it, but hopefully it's going to be good, right?
It's going to be fantastic.
Right?
I think. Right.
All right, I don't. I'm just
So
checking.
without further ado, why don't we introduce
This
our
is
guest?
your buddy, so
Now
introduce
this is
your
now
buddy.
we now
He's
right.
not my
so
buddy, but-
I met Chris back in January at La Tip, and I needed a commercial, as you know, because you already had one. So I needed a commercial, so I asked Chris to help me out with it, and he put together the commercial that you guys see now every week on our show. And when obviously when Norm saw it, he got all excited. You got to introduce me to the guy. I said, no, he's my guy, not your guy.
I recognize talent.
It was
when
it
I
was
see
a
it.
whole thing. So
And he's talented.
we want to welcome to the show Mr. Chris Gannon from Ready Set Studios.
Welcome,
Hey,
Chris.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm
What's-
great.
What's
I'm great.
going on, my friend?
Nice
How you
do.
been?
You got a new
Thank
do
you.
for us?
I did this just because I knew you were going to be here.
Excellent.
That's it.
For the
So I had to
occasion.
look good.
I thought maybe it was because the Yankees won the
Yankees.
Eastern Division. And
So-
this is...
Well, we got to keep our fingers crossed now because now they have 102 wins. So does Houston. So we got to. They're battling it
we
out for
were-
home field advantage.
It said yesterday in the news that...
No, Houston won last night.
oh, they did?
Yeah, so they have 102 wins. The Yankees have 102 wins. Everybody's off tonight. So it really comes down to the last week. Who does better is who's going to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
One other
So-
thing before we get into Chris and all the great work that he does. My Giants.
Giants, wow.
Wow.
I tell you
what
what.
a day yesterday.
I got
it was like
home-
a Super Bowl day. It was so exciting. I even went on the internet and sent some words out, which I don't do.
Well, the first 2 weeks I really didn't watch the Giant games because of
You didn't miss
how
anything.
disappointing it's been. But I got home yesterday afternoon late, and thank God the Giant game was on, and I put it on right as the third quarter started, and that's when the fireworks
And I went
started.
crazy. We
And
were
it was-
doing so good, and then but it's 32-31. We got this, right? And Renee's saying to me, can they get the ball back? Can we? I was like, yeah, well, they could. They could kick a field goal, and that would happen.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm going to get ready to go take a
let's
shower.
Let's admit,
And
they got lucky.
who cares? There's good luck and there's bad luck.
They got lucky, but they won.
We got this
that's
one.
A W is
That's
a
it.
W. So we're happy.
Very
with that.
exciting.
All right,
Very,
Chris.
very exciting.
So sorry to be taking away your time because he does this every show where he just takes.
I do everything every show. It's amazing that anybody's still here with me.
It should be,
It's mind-boggling.
the Norman show.
Okay. So Chris,
It is.
tell us
But we just-
a little bit about Ready Set Studios and how you got started.
Ready Set Studios is a multimedia marketing agency, but nobody knows what that means. So I always
was
have
just
to
gonna
educate.
say, what does multimedia mean?
So we do a lot of different types of production. We have departments in web, photography, video, and graphic design. And we also have a bunch of different marketers that, advertise on different avenues like Google, Facebook, Instagram,
So you're
TV.
you're like an advertising agency.
Oh, yeah. But what I specialize in, and the reason I like to say multimedia, I have a large staff. We all do different things, but I'm a visual guy. I love making content, so I'll do websites. I'll do the videos myself. I love graphic design. That's where I started out, with Ready Set, and that's why I love saying multimedia.
But you really are multimedia. I mean, I've been there. I've been to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I've met a couple of your people, and they're all professional, and they all can be my grandkids. They're all so nice and young. They're all millennium, like you. And you got a heck of a business running on. You just really, how long you been doing this?
Well, technically, I started when I was in 7th grade, and it was just me. I was a
that a
musician.
year ago?
That was
Look how young you are.
it was 3 years ago.
Well, we found out the other day was when I was talking to Chris. He's 3 months older than my son.
Really?
Yes. So that's
That's
how young
scary.
he is.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So that's how old I am. Listen, I should say. But anyway, Chris, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to cut you off there,
Sure we
but
did.
that's what we're going to do.
By the way, if anyone would like to call in to speak to Chris, the number is 631-415-1365, and hopefully Jim will put the phone on at 631-415-1365.
He's way
Jim.
ahead of you. The phone's already been on.
That's it.
As soon as we got done with our intro and he brought Chris in, he put the phone
Things
on.
are crazy.
Because that's the way Jim does things, right, Jim?
Now, you've done one ad you've done for me, which I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one I was involved in, which is going to be for the ABBA show, and that'll be coming and hitting the Facebook and the internet very, very soon. And we're going to do a big marketing campaign on that, which we're going to take care of tomorrow.
Yep.
But
Which is
isn't
going to excited about.
videos like the way to go now?
Well,
with these ads?
you kind of want to be doing a mixture of things. Video, most people engage with video more than just seeing a flyer. Statistically, 63% of people will watch a video and only like 15% of people will look at a flyer. I don't think those are the accurate numbers, but it's close to that. But videos are a good way to get analytics. So what we normally do if we're advertising, let's say on Facebook, we'll make a commercial, we'll post it onto Facebook, and we'll be able to see on the back end.
Which is what I asked you to do,
Oh yeah.
right?
And there's a lot of cool things that you get to do, but we like to look at, all the people that see the video. Let's say it got 1,000 impressions. That means 1,000 people saw the video, but it doesn't mean they all watched it. So out of that 1,000 people who got the video in their news feeds, let's say only 150 actually watched it.
Can you tell how many people watched it?
Oh yeah.
And you can say where they're located. You can figure it.
Well,
That's
You
the
could get
analytics, right?
very.
Can't you tell how long they've watched it?
Well,
when they
that's
shut it
the
down,
trick.
Things like that.
You don't want to. If someone only watches like the first 10 seconds of your video and they X out, you're not going to want to hit them with advertisements again because they weren't engaged. But what you do is the people who watch more than 50%, they had some interest. So what you want to do is hit them with other advertisements.
Isn't that why you use things like kittens and things like that? Because everybody clicks on a kitten video.
Yeah.
Right?
Or a dog.
Or a dog, right? So, things like, is that how marketing people hook people in? Knowing those little tips and tricks?
Well, there's always, creative ways to get more engagement. I know for some of my clients, we keep track of everything we post, what gets the most engagement,
Right.
What the copy was, what the image was it a video? And some people find that just posting pictures of their dog gets more engagement than talking about their business, but they become more relevant. So if you post a picture of your dog or cat and it gets a lot of likes, those people engage with you. So if you post something again,
God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
you're going to show up in their news feed. So it is good, to kind of trick Facebook's algorithm and get more exposure that way.
Okay, so wait a second. I get emails every day from these multimedia marketing people. And, I literally got one last week that said, put you on the first page of Google. Mm-hmm. All right?
Everybody's on the first page of Google.
Right. So it's like, if everybody can do it, why am I going to pick one person over another? And what's the relevance of that? Am I going to be on the first page of Google throughout the world? Am I going to be on the first page of Google in my zip code? I mean, how does that work? What is that all about?
Well,
is that stuff that you specialize in?
I don't do SEO myself. I have, some other people that work for me or work with me, right, and they handle my Google Ads and SEO. I know enough about it. It's something that I sell to my clients, but it's not something I love doing. I never really wanted to sit down and learn SEO myself. I enjoy making content, so that's what I stuck with my whole life.
So you make, like behind you, right? We have a lot of different things that are back there, and it looks like flyers and brochures and all kinds of pictures and things like that. So is photography something that you specialize in? I mean, if I wanted to do, if we wanted to come to you and redo our photos for the Business Power Hour, mm-hmm, right? And, this time we'll get a box so he can stand on it. We can be the same level. Come on, you said that last time. You needed a box to stand next to me.
But I didn't tell the world I needed a box.
Yeah, you did.
You see, there's a difference.
You said that.
We don't need a box. I could just Photoshop it.
There you go.
Just Photoshop it in. But no, is that something you do, still photography and headshots, corporate?
I do all different types of photography, a lot of corporate photography, event photography, product photography even. I work with so many different industries and do so many different types of things, and it never gets boring.
What's some of the industries that you do dabble in?
A lot of law firms, a lot of restaurants, car dealerships, business
entertainment
coaches,
companies?
Entertainment companies,
business coaches,
other studios. I could go on and on. I mean, there's really no industry that I can't work with, just because everyone could use some sort of media and an online presence. So, it's not limited to just a few. Anyone could be my client.
How do you determine whether LinkedIn, Facebook, or Google are good for a client? Or are they all good for all clients, or separate industries should be doing certain, certain...
You forgot Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, all those.
Well, that's a great question. It really depends on your... It depends on your target audience. For LinkedIn, that's very good for B2B. It's a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs. If you're trying to advertise to other business owners, LinkedIn's the perfect tool. But if you're targeting, direct to consumer, Instagram and Facebook is perfect. And depending on what industry you're in, let's say you're selling business coaching, that service. For Google, a lot of times people they just go on their phone and they'll type in a word like business coach near me, and that's called a long tail keyword, or business coach would be another one. And what happens is with Google Ads or SEO, you become the first person on that list. So, you're the first person they see.
Well, I mean, okay. So if I came to you and I said, "Hey, I want to be the first person on that list," what has to be done in order for that to happen?
Well, with Google Ads, you can get right up to the top of that list, and there's
but
two.
Everybody's told that they go on top of the list. I mean, I
That's
know
what I'm saying.
Well, Google Ads and SEO are completely different things.
No, let's take Google.
Okay.
Because everybody tries to be number one on Google. And every time there's someone like yourself or your competitors, we'll get you right there as number one. For a minute? How long are you on there for?
Well, that's SEO is one way to advertise on Google. And then Google AdWords is another way. For Google AdWords, you're basically paying for that number one spot. You're bidding for that, placement. SEO, on the other hand, which you guys mentioned before, everybody claims they could get you to the number one spot.
Right.
And technically, you can get anyone to the number one spot, but it depends on how much time someone like me or my staff is going to put in. You're competing with other content online, and you have to have the most content that, works with Google's software, and make sure that you're number one.
So if from a SEO point of view, and that I want to promote my business and that. So if I put out blogs and I put out different things like that, does that help my position?
Oh, yeah.
On pages. So the more content I'm actually putting out, the better.
The more content, in fact, even having a social media presence and posting on social media helps you show up on Google. If you ever go to Google Images and you type in, I don't know, Chris Ganem, the majority of the content is from my Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and it really helps getting you noticed online.
Now, as the word or the symbol SEO has become a very generic word.
What does it mean?
Everybody uses it. What's the real purpose, and what is it? Search
Engine optimization.
Right.
Which is that Google? Is that getting up number one on Google? Is that what it's about?
Yahoo.
It's Google, it's Yahoo, it's Bing, and there's so many different platforms, but Google is the most popular. I never really even mentioned Bing or Yahoo because everyone's so familiar with Google, and they're pretty much taking over anyway.
Now, Darren and I have two totally different businesses. What is best for him, and what would be best for me as an example?
Well, for Darren, I think Google Ads and SEO would be really good. Even making, you have your commercial, posting that as a Facebook ad and marketing it B2B, which would be to other business owners. I mean, that's your audience. You have more options, to advertise. LinkedIn's good, Instagram's good. Anywhere that you could showcase what you do is a great platform.
Twitter good for him?
Twitter's good. You could give people some insight on current events.
Do you advertise on these things that he's talking about? On these?
Well, I'm not crazy. I post on LinkedIn. I post on Facebook. I have put my commercial up on each of those things, but I haven't advertised on that.
Well, okay.
Now listening to what he's saying, that maybe I should start listening to what's going on. There's purpose in there.
And which is the best for me?
For you, well, we had a few discussions about your business, your target audience. I think Facebook is going to be really good for you just because Facebook is the baby boomers, platform. Snapchat's more for what's it, Gen X now? The younger kids in high school. Is that Gen X?
No, you have to get past
Gen Z. I don't even know. I know millennials. After that, I'm not paying attention.
That's it.
But your target audience it's like 30 to 65 plus. That's people who might be interested in all the different acts that you have. And the majority of them use Facebook most out of Instagram, LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, you could use LinkedIn, but it wouldn't really be the best fit.
It would be good for headhunting and things like that, and what Darren does. But is Instagram or Twitter Twitter is not right for me, right?
Well, the beautiful thing is it's free to post. You
Well,
could.
how can it not be right? If you're getting the word out and somebody just stumbles across it, wouldn't that be a
I
good
say
thing?
flood the internet with
Well, if
content.
it's free, yeah, you can go and do that. But if it starts getting
So,
costly,
Chris, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, right, and just sit down and get a consultation on what they can do for their business and get a media presence other than that little business card ad in the local newspaper, because you don't do that, right?
We do all different types of things. I mean, you want to retarget people if they don't engage on the first try. And most people never engage with your ad. So sometimes, you do magazine ads. You'll do direct mail ads. And I'll use that as a follow-up advertisement. So once I know this specific person watched my commercial, they were engaged, they engaged with the other media that they saw. There's ways to track people down. So you could gather that information and then send a direct mail flyer directly to their house and make that another tier.
If somebody wants to sit down with you, how do they get a hold of you, Chris?
ReadySetStudios.com or give me a call at 516-509-8277 or shoot me an email at chris@ReadySetStudios.com.
Okay, fantastic. When we come back, speaking of commercials, we're going to give the world premiere of Norm's new commercial that Chris put together for him. Chris worked very hard on this thing.
Very hard.
Very, very hard on it.
how am I going to get to see it?
But-
It won't even be. You're going to have to turn that around.
Well, no,
Well, we set it up on the
set it up,
screen, so
man.
you're going to get to see
That's
it.
why
It's great.
you should have been here earlier. We ran through it a couple. You might have been able to see it.
No, that's why I
saw
came
it.
later, so you could.
So stay
surprise
tuned
me.
because you're not going to want to miss this new commercial
Oh,
that Chris
please.
put together. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Yay!
Hi, this is Darren from the Business Power Hour. Are you associated with a charity or a nonprofit organization that is looking to raise money, but you other charities or something you've never done before? Well, if that's the case, then you need to call our friends at Friend Entertainment USA. Friend Entertainment provides tribute concert events featuring the best tribute talent from all over the USA, saluting stars such as Donna Summer, the Bee Gees, Queen, and many more. Whether you like Motown, rock and roll, R&B, country, Christian, or whatever type of music you like, they will provide you with the best entertainment at a price that is very affordable. In addition to music, they are now offering comedy shows saluting such stars as Robin Williams and Joan Rivers. With over 31 years of experience, Friend Entertainment will teach you how to create a successful show. The first thing you need to do is sit down with them and learn how you and your organization can put together a show that can be done from anywhere in the USA. These events will help you bring needed funds and branding to your organization so you can continue to provide the needed services to your community. No organization is too big or too small. So reach out today. You can call or email Norman at Friend Entertainment USA and let him help your charity or nonprofit create an unforgettable fundraising experience. Call 844-698-9696. That's 844-698-9696. Or visit their website at friendentusa.com and ask for the Music Man. Tell him Darren sent you. Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
this is Doug Cormack, Executive Director of Orchard Estate of Woodbury, Woodbury's first assisted living and memory care community. We're opening this summer for seniors who need a little or a lot of assistance with things like taking their medication, meals, or just a maintenance-free lifestyle. Our experienced staff keeps seniors and their families connected to what matters most. Call us today to inquire about our model apartments and discover how Orchard Estate of Woodbury is providing the lifestyle Long Island seniors deserve. Call 516-246-2167. That's 516-246-2167, or visit orchardestatewoodbury.com. Licensure pending.
Welcome back to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man and our friend here, Chris Gans. Welcome.
Gannon.
Gannon. That's what didn't I say Gannon?
No, you said Gans. What's wrong with you? Hey, if anybody wants to talk to Chris, the phone number is 631-415-1365. But before you do that, we're going to now, Chris, set us up here. Tell us a little bit about Norm's new commercial, okay?
Tell Norm
and how you did
Norm's
it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to world premiere it, but he hasn't seen it either, so it's going to be on the screen in the studio for Norm to see.
And we want to know if people like it.
As well as, and we want your feedback. We want to know it. But remember, 631-415-1365. I want you guys to call in after the commercial runs and let us know what you think. So, Chris, lead us into this. How did you come about making this, and was he difficult to work with? Because he's difficult.
He was
for
really
me to
good.
work with console.
We got through shooting really quick, really quick. He's actually really good in front of the camera. Well, you do this every week, so I'm not shocked. But Norman does a great thing. He'll put on shows and raise money for all different types of charities. So I was really excited to create this commercial with you. And he came by to the studio. We set up the green screen and we did a bunch of cool things. Darren.
So some of that stuff that we did then is going to be on this?
Well, this was the second shoot. Because we had done the ABBA concert first, and then we made you. We had.
Oh, so there's an ABBA concert one too.
Well, that one is going to be launched on his Facebook this week.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
But Darren was telling me about the new talent you have, and he was raving about one of your new artists, and we had to feature that.
Who's that? Well, that's a surprise. We'll find out.
That's all right. So go ahead, Chris. Why don't you cue it up for us, and let's see what's going on. Jim, you got it? Ready to go? Let me know when you're ready. You guys cue it at the same time.
It'll.
I'm looking.
And dun, 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 dun. Look, drum roll.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Triple D's, Darren, and special guest Darren.
My time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finish. A soldier.
The commercial. What do you think?
Right? I mean, come on, Darren. Phenomenal group.
You didn't know I was that talented, did you?
I still don't.
What was crazy is he was singing, and he was saying the wrong lyrics, but it recorded, and
like perfectly.
You were rapping.
I was rapping.
Yeah.
It was like he didn't know I
So
could
when
rap,
do we
did
see
he?
the real concert?
Come on, you didn't like that? I spent the whole afternoon putting that together with Chris.
Okay, let's get the other one.
For the record, his idea.
So, come on, that was fun.
No, that's really cute. I greatly appreciate it. Burn it.
Burn it.
So we're gonna go now.
What's funny is the commercial that I have isn't actually playing.
It's not.
No.
It's not. So we. Oh wait, I have it on a thumb drive. Maybe we'll pull it off the thumb drive. Maybe that'll work.
I also have it on this computer. But no, we have something really nice. You're
No,
gonna
he put together. He put together something nice for you.
I put a lot.
I put him up to this. I really put him up.
No,
to
it was cute.
Hey,
it was really cute. But like I said, don't lose your day job because you're not going to get any.
I agree with you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish. Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best
for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696, 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
Right.
Thinking of what was going on, envisioning.
I get in the zone. I do.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's a bad thing because I'll be staring into space and I'll be like,
well, I see this and I see that and this is going to happen, whatever, and we're going to do this. And that's the creative genius.
Yeah, but sometimes people think there's something wrong with me when I'm...
Look, he tells it something wrong with me all the time. So
we're human.
And vice versa.
That's it.
And vice versa.
Lead generation. I want to know about lead generation. You should want to know that too. Mm-hmm. And so should the people that are watching that have their own business or in a sales marketing capacity. And how do I get more clients? How do I get more leads? How do I get to see people so I can present?
Quality leads. Leads that are real to what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of times, you know, everybody, I can get you leads, and they call up, and it's kind of like, what was it? One of those, I'm not going to say the name, but one of those resume websites where, you go to and you say, I need a bookkeeper, and they send you all these administrative.
You mean the wrong ones?
Yeah, all the wrong ones. And, it's the same thing with leads, right? How do you capture the essence of what, like, for example, me? Okay? And we went through a process to capture that, right? So how did you come up with the idea that we came through with I know what my spiel was, and from that, how did you come up with the people running and the frustrated people and all that other stuff? Was it just from what I talked to you envisioning what you would see? I mean, how does your process work?
Well, I mean, I like to put myself in the person's shoes who's watching it, someone who could relate to whatever the service is, and I think about what I would want to see as that individual. And I'm a business owner. Yours was especially, it was fun, and I enjoyed working on both of your videos, but I was just picturing what it was like when I was dealing with a lot of stress in my business, and kind of finding different footage that went along with different things I went through. And that's how I put your video together.
That was all B-roll, right?
It was B-roll.
Stuff, yeah. So for those who don't know what B-roll is, those are the scenes that are going on while people are talking. Yeah. So, as you saw in Norman's commercial, the acts on stage, that's what we call B-roll, right? Yeah. No, that's what we call.
Well, that was very impressive.
It was very impressive. We call.
I didn't know. I never heard that term.
We're in the media business too.
Absolutely.
So we have a different take on it. Now, is there anything that you wouldn't do, media-wise?
Well, one of the most difficult parts is, for me at least, is capturing audio. Some people, if let's say I have the lapel mic and they don't understand the concept of not rubbing it or moving their jacket. I mean, capturing clean audio is very difficult, especially if you're going on site somewhere else and the client's in a rush. Sometimes you have an air conditioner. I'm sure you guys, if someone came in right now and opened the door, that's feedback, and that's going to affect the quality of the video.
So basically, like if I was doing something and say the dog upstairs was throwing the ball in the air and it was dropping on the floor, that could affect my
dog?
My audio.
No, me and Darren, we were hanging out. We were coming up with some ideas, and I have a puppy. He's a handful.
He's great.
He's not a puppy.
He's
a puppy.
Well, his birthday was 2 days ago,
he's
so
huge.
he's officially not a puppy anymore.
Yeah, he's officially,
He's
Happy
huge.
birthday to Jack.
His head alone. He's so cute, but he's big.
So the entire time I was with Darren, we were just testing out some shots, working on ideas for a video. But my dog was having such a good time in the kitchen, and he's just tossing his ball in the air and catching it himself. I thought that was pretty creative.
Yeah,
I've seen him do that.
I do that too. I don't always catch it though. I let it bounce once.
That hurts.
I've seen it. That's going to be your next video. We're trying to think of different things we could do for his new commercial.
So you just came up with an idea for my new commercial. Thank you.
And it's never been
dropping
done.
your balls?
Drop my balls. Yeah, drop my balls.
What could Jim do? Seriously, I mean, if Jim's always looking to get more TV shows. He has a magazine, internet magazine.
How do we promote Village Connection
How do we
Network?
promote it?
Ooh, well, I mean, you guys do a great job promoting it. I know you share it on your Facebook pages, and pretty much every guest that's on this network, it's good marketing. He's getting exposure. But if he wanted to run advertisements, I think the best thing to do would just take a bunch of different shows and splice them together, add a call to action, and maybe even a voiceover.
Okay,
sort of like what my commercial turned out to be.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's back up a second.
Okay.
All right. You said add a call to action.
Oh.
For those who don't know what that means, explain to them in advertising and marketing and those type of things, what does add a call to action mean?
Well,
like for example, my commercial, what's my call to action?
Your call to action is a free consultation. His call to action is give me a call today or visit my website and you can see a bunch of the other talent I have. A call to action is pretty much what's going to draw them in. It could be, if you ever see those TV commercials on late at night, if you buy one right now for $19.99, we'll give you a second one free. That's a call to action. They're trying to incentivize you.
Right.
Yeah. So there's it's nothing specific. Like yours is a free consultation. Some people give a coupon code. Yeah.
People will call.
So it's just not a matter of somebody, when they're making a video, they're making content, there always should be some call to action to it. It shouldn't just be, I'm CVMS Consulting and I do, business coaching and taxes and accounting services. I don't say that and leave it like that. I say, for a free consultation on how we can help, build your business, give us a call today. That's a call to action.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, sometimes I personally like to diversify all the content. Let's say it's social media. You said before, I see people posting pictures of their cats and dogs.
Right.
You're not going to, it could be on your personal business page, but you're not going to add a call to action to that. It wouldn't make sense. So anything business related, I think you should have a call to action. You want to mix it up and, you want to test it out. Let's say you have a product. You offer 5% off if they engage right away, if they click on the ad. Well, you don't see that working. So what you should do is you should test out 7% or 10% and kind of see what the sweet spot is.
Right. So if I said, I'll offer you a free coffee mug if you act today, that's how banks used to do it. Come in, open an account, you get a toaster. He doesn't remember that. But
no, I remember
anyway.
Commerce Bank. They gave you the little, I don't even remember what they were, but they give a lot of stuff.
So Chris, if people wanted to get a hold of you and talk to you about how they can improve their businesses and really get a handle on their marketing, especially from a visual point of view, how do they get a hold of you?
516-509-8277 or visit my website, readysetstudios.com.
Okay.
It's that easy.
All right. So when we come back, we're going to touch on, I know you've been taking a lot of notes here. I know there's
I
a few
have questions
things
and I have some ideas.
Questions and ideas. When we come back, we're going to keep probing Chris and...
What?
Probing Chris. Yes, Jim. Probing Chris.
That's not nice.
I'm going to leave.
You better do it too.
Alien hunters. Anyway.
He gets crazy in the last quarter, last third.
Listen, it's I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat anything.
He's hangry.
So I'm getting hangry.
I was talking about Jim, not you.
All right, so we'll be back right after these words
second.
from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Doug Cormack, Executive Director of Orchard Estate of Woodbury, Woodbury's first assisted living and memory care community. We're opening this summer for seniors who need a little or a lot of assistance with things like taking their medication, meals, or just a maintenance-free lifestyle. Our experienced staff keeps seniors and their families connected to what matters most. Call us today to inquire about our model apartments and discover how Orchard Estate of Woodbury is providing the lifestyle Long Island seniors deserve. Call 516-246-2167. That's 516-246-2167. Or visit orchardestatewoodbury.com. Licensure pending.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish, Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696, 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
You could be there too. Welcome back to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man and Chris and Jim and our people. Hey, everyone's watching.
Our audience.
Hey,
you
nice
know what?
to see you.
I heard we're going to have an audience on Wednesday night.
We did?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
We're going to have a lot of people here Wednesday night, but
We're
we'll
gonna
get
have a
into
lot
that
of
in a little bit. I would like to know about lead generation that I started to ask before. I have a lot of companies that call me and offer lead generation, and I say thank you, goodbye. But I want leads. Everybody wants leads.
Qualified leads.
Qualified leads. Now, you can get a lead or you can get a qualified lead, and it's different degrees of leads that you can purchase and go after. How does one do that, and what are they?
Well, there's so many different options. I'll use something I was talking about with Darren is that I know you like to work with businesses that have more than 10 employees. So if you're getting a bunch of phone calls from people that maybe don't have a staff or have a few employees, it might not be a good investment of your time, or it would probably still be a good investment on their behalf. But I know you have your perfect client.
Right, perfect. And everybody does have their perfect client. And that's not saying I don't work with those smaller companies, because I do, and you know that.
I'm one.
You're one of them. But yeah, there are always that ones that there's a sweet spot where you're the most effective and you have the largest return on the dollars that you're earning. You know, and like we talked about, it's those 10 plus employee type companies where I make my greatest return. Not saying that the smaller, because you always have to have a mix, and you and I have talked about this. You have to have that mix where it's just not heavy on one side, because if you lose, if you got too few of eggs in the basket where you're making a majority of your money, one of two of those go away, then what happens? You know, so you always have to have a full basket of different things. You can mix it up, so if one goes away or two goes away, it doesn't affect you that much, and that's key to proper business planning and proper marketing. So,
and the way to qualify that lead. Let's say we were in an ad for Darren, and maybe it would take you to something called a landing page. Is basically the home page on any website.
So,
but this
okay,
one,
so what is a separate landing? Because I hear those things, right? You hear landing page, and you go, well, that's my homepage.
I still want to know about lead generation.
Well, it's part of lead generation. It's one part of lead generation.
Okay, so let's talk about that one part.
Well, the landing page is basically how you qualify the lead, and to go off it. I'll be able to answer both of your questions at the same time. So let's say we made a landing page for business coaching. Our advertisement, when they click on it, that's going directly to the landing page, and it's going to have basic information about, business coaching. And the way to qualify the lead is I would basically have a little questionnaire, answering different questions about the business. What's your cash flow? How many employees do you have? And then they submit. They'll say something like, fill out these questions, and we'll get back to you with whenever we can. So Darren, I know I'm stumbling a little bit, but basically Darren would get that lead and be able to see if it's something he's interested in. It might not be worth his time to actually give them a phone call if they don't fit the criteria of who we would want to work with.
Well, you mentioned something before, and this is going to go back and maybe help you and maybe not help you. But we were talking about giving 5% off or 7% off, what the sweet spot is. How do you know that your sweet spot is 10? Did you just make that number
No, that
up?
was something from years of experience, okay, and the different sizes of clients that I've worked with.
Right.
I know that the ones who can afford the more extensive services that I perform are that 10 plus employees, because
you're helping these people grow.
I'm helping these people grow, yes.
Right. So, but if somebody started off at 7 or 8, and then within a year, because they could be at 10 or 12.
What I'm saying is that I make the least amount of money working with the individual person who is just one or two people. The maximum where I maximize my return on my revenues and my time is that 10 plus. in between there, there's different levels. So sometimes it's that 5 person I'm making really good returns on. It's like everybody. It's not a clear cut, black and white question as to what the lead should be. It really have to look at a number of different factors to see all different types of things. Because you could have a company that's doing 10 plus employees, and it wouldn't be beneficial for them to work with me.
Yeah, it's all about what you want. Like I always tell every single one of my clients, build a profile of your perfect client, the one that gives you the most profit, the easiest people to work with, and there's so many different ways to target people who fit the profile. So you're able to micro-target, those customers, and with that profile you could micro-target so many different things. But it's a lot of fun things you could do.
Yeah, and you certainly can do them.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next step now for lead generation. I'm looking for not-for-profit organizations, all right, that need to raise money. That's everybody. So how do I get 1, 2, or 3 of those everybody's to give me a call? What's different between how I would do lead generation versus Darren?
Well,
is there a difference?
I mean, I don't just I don't do the same sort of advertising for every client. I think, if someone only does SEO and they're trying to tell you that's the best option for you, and it could be, you might just be throwing something at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Because everybody is different.
Yeah, every type of business needs something different, and that's why we like to analyze and vet our customers to make sure that whatever advertising we do should give them the biggest return on their investment with you.
Okay, so you said we analyze and vet, right? So talk me about how you analyze your clients or your potential clients to see, like, if you were going to come in and you're going to look at Norman and say, okay, Norman, we're really going to take a look at what you've been doing, how you've been doing it. What would you walk me through the process?
That's a long process. There's
okay, shorten it, right? So what would be
the abridged version?
Well, if some businesses don't have competition, that's very rare, but what we normally do is we'll look at other businesses that are thriving, and we'll kind of see what they're doing right online, and then we'll compare it to what your presence is, what you're doing with marketing, and we'll try to match that.
Because I know there's certain things, like you guys came in and you started looking at my website and you did some analysis on SEO words and things like that, and all this other stuff, and you gave me some feedback on that. What's the process? I mean, I know it's not. I know it's somewhat of a long process to go through, but you're utilizing tools and you're doing analytics on who comes to your page and how, because
that's important.
It's a big process,
stuff, right?
But it's almost a win-win for us, because if we don't think a client's going to succeed, then we don't want to work with that client,
right.
or
if your program won't succeed for the client,
then I don't want a client that's going to be let down. I've been very fortunate where I haven't had, things happen, things pop up. We're human, but the majority of my clients have been very happy. I've been very lucky, because I kind of know if someone's going to give me a problem, or if they're not going to follow my advice, I know to stay away. And
I've learned over all these years, you never teach somebody their business.
Yeah. You
let them run. If it's successful for you, you'll know soon enough. And if it is, you stay with it. And if it's not, say, see ya. But you can't, I get that. I'm doing this for 31 years, and people want to tell me how to go and do it, where I'm doing it as cost effectively and profitable as can be done. But people want to do it differently.
Yeah.
And then they lose versus winning.
Yeah. I don't ever just assume that, like, I can't sit with somebody the first time and say, this is what we're going to do. If I had that answer, if anybody comes to you and has the solution for you right away, something's not right.
Well, if they haven't looked at anything,
exactly.
So beware out there for those people who get those emails saying, I'm going to put you on page 1 of Google. Beware. We had a gentleman on last week who does similar. He does SEO
PSD
work.
Digital. I was watching that.
Yeah,
show.
I know you were watching it, and I think you even had a conversation with the gentleman. He said, "Well, we can't guarantee anything, because we don't know. We don't know what people are going to like and not like, and we have an idea of if we put stuff out,
You know,
we
it's
can
like
attract people, but we can't guarantee any
The
results.
best you could do is make educated decisions.
it's like our show. I can't guarantee you're going to get a phone call, but we get thousands and thousands of views each week. That we can tell you're going to get.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't
Yeah.
make sure that someone's going to call you. Now, we have clients where they haven't called, and we got clients that got 6, 7, 8 calls.
Well,
You
sometimes
got to be at the right place at the right time.
it's also the type of business too, I assume. Like something like this, it's online forever. So maybe they're not interested in my service or another
At that moment.
But if you do a good job and you stand out, they're going to remember you when they need that particular service.
Do you do websites too?
Websites is the bread and butter. I mean, that's kind of the portal of where everything.
Is that kind of like the intro in? Is somebody needs a website and then you can expand your services? to that?
Typically, I do. People come to me for websites. Actually, a lot of people think that's only what I do, but pretty much.
Because you didn't mention that in the beginning of the night, and
No, you didn't.
just
I didn't. Okay.
You said
Oh, God, well,
multimedia.
I do
glad
way
now
too
we're
much.
bringing it up.
I do way too much. Maybe I shouldn't do. I'm just kidding. No, I mean I'm very diverse in what I do. The website is pretty much where everything is going. I direct traffic to your website, or you want to get a phone call, but normally it's your website, and that's pretty much the hub of all your information. And I've been doing web development for probably over 10 years now.
So would you say websites now are more the pamphlets that, or books of information that people used to, marketing materials that people used to make all the time, the printed stuff? I mean, do you do printed stuff? Do you set stuff up for that? I mean, it looks like it.
We do all types of media. I think websites are the representation of your business when you're not around, and it's basically the face of your company 24/7. If you don't have a website or your website's outdated, it's going to affect your business. If you haven't updated your website in 10 years,
So how do you get people to get to your website?
That's the key.
Well, that's again a million different ways to do it. But
Was that a good question?
that's a great question. If I say,
I just had to prep them along a little
I
bit.
know. That's two. That's two tonight. You got two tonight.
That's all right.
All right.
Darren, that's a great number. I could bring.
Great comment.
Well, Chris, I hate to say this, but our time has run out.
No.
Yep,
Really?
It's time.
We could still hang out after.
We
this,
can
though.
still hang out after.
I think we're going to have to.
But
We have questions.
Yeah. So, Chris, if people want to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
Visit ReadySetStudios.com or give me a call 516-509-8277. It's that
All right.
simple.
So, Chris, we want to thank you for being on. It was
Thanks
a
for
Well, I
having
thank
me.
you for the nice work you did on
I'm
my
glad you like
did,
it.
You did a
New
great
website
job.
looks
and,
great.
And I really loved the work you did on that little commercial that you and I put together. And I appreciate you taking the extra time.
That commercial that you did for him was, I don't know what's coming, but what you did was really great, and that's what drove me to you.
I'm
was
good, man.
the original one, but yeah, we got some good stuff. So about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, we're going to be ready to come out with a big announcement. So
Great.
And
we'll
then
do it right
Jim's
here.
commercials next.
Jim's commercials next. We're going to get Village Connection Network a new commercial. We're going to have to sit here. We're going to have to sit here with sunglasses on.
Yeah.
I'll have to put these on. We'll do the show like this.
Nice.
And we'll get.
All right, Chris. Thanks for being
That's
on,
great.
buddy.
Great.
All right. So, what do you got coming up?
What's coming up? Well, Wednesday night, we're back here
Wednesday
again.
night. We're back here again. We have Free on, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell anybody.
It's our Give Back Wednesday.
But it's a very, very large, very popular, wonderful charity.
It's a wonderful
out
charity.
here on Long Island. And
They do great work.
Great
We're
work.
looking forward to having them on Wednesday night. So it's going to be a lot
8
of fun.
o'clock.
8 o'clock. So
8
right
o'clock.
here. But you got a couple of shows that are coming up, right?
Yeah. We have our October 5th concert, Barking to the Beat, with Journey Chicago, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Listen.
And you can...
You got those up, Jim? I'm sorry.
And you can order tickets at 800-699-4733. And it's produced by NY Wired with Friend Entertainment USA actually producing the show. And NY Wired is the promoter of the concert. And this is what it looks like, if you'd like to see it. And then we got ABBA.
ABBA.
We have ABBA with Dancing Dream on October 26th. And then November 2nd, we have Donna Summer coming to the Argyle. Tribute shows, all tribute shows. And that's it. And we're good. I think we should do a seminar.
Let's do it.
I think we should. I think the three of us should get together. And
we'll go on a road.
Four of us. Jim's coming.
Jim's coming.
Oh, he can't. He works.
Oh, we don't do that.
24/7, 7 days a week.
Jim's got the Village Connection magazine. Did you know about that?
What is it?
The Village Connection magazine.
It's an online magazine?
It's an online magazine that Jim has done, has launched, and you're actually going to see some articles written by me in the magazine. Right,
Whoa,
Jim?
that's pretty cool.
So that was something that Jim and I talked about months ago.
That's good. I plagiarize. If you want anything, I can plagiarize.
We can plagiarize all we want, and that's what we're going to do. But we're looking forward to the magazine, success to the magazine, getting some promotion
wish you the best of
done
luck.
with Chris.
Good luck.
And
are we in it?
We're going to be in it.
Oh,
we're going to be featured.
He's just
we're
said
going to be
no.
one of the featured.
He said no. See? He's shaking his head.
Only Darren.
All right.
Only me. I'm only going to be.
All right, it's too bad because I did have a major new company that's coming on our show that was interested in getting in the magazine. But you just took care of that.
We'll work it out, Jim.
Maybe.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a safe, actually not 2 days,
2
right?
days.
2 days.
Have a good evening, a good day on Tuesday, and we'll see you Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
That all dead, the lines cut off inside my head. I left here like a broken man, with no idea of where I stand. Oh, my mind clear. Oh, I shed my tears. Oh, now maybe I was just waiting here while you moved on. Security, this newfound freedom you kept from me. The sound of all your loaded gun, this outbreak war has just begun. The sound of all your loaded gun, this broken man has already won. Oh, my mind is, oh,